Jenna. It is an honor to have you in class, and we do need 2 props for today's class, 1 pillow and 1 blanket. If the pillow is a bit of a thicker, more like couch-like pillow instead of a bed pillow, that is preferred, but either one will work. All right, so I will meet you at your mat and we can get started. So we're going to start by sitting on your pillow, and if you want to place the blanket on top of the pillow for a bit more added height, you can absolutely do that. I'm just going to go with, for now, just using my pillow. And coming into a Sukhasana, an easy seat. And sitting on the pillow and shifting your seat so it's almost at the edge, so you're just propped up a bit and supported in your seat. And when you arrive, begin to close your eyes. Allow the hands to melt onto the thighs. Maybe today, as we'll be moving through a grounding sequence and staying close to the earth, place the palms down for a more grounding hand position if that resonates with you. And begin to root down through your sit bones. Lengthen through the spine, lifting up through the crown of the head. Shoulders back and down the spine. Feeling the heart begin to open. And taking a few moments here to arrive to your practice. Awaken your senses to your space. And taking a soft, non-judgmental body scan, just checking in with how you are feeling today. And then bringing the awareness to the breath itself. Begin to take gentle inhales and exhales through the nostril. First, just recognizing how when the air spills in, it expands the body with breath. And when you exhale, it pours out as you contract and deflate. A few breaths like this, again, just noticing the shift of your physical shape with each breath. And begin to deepen the breath a bit. On an inhale, send breath into the belly, the ribs, the heart, and the back. And on an exhale, sigh out the mouth. Let go. 2 more like this. Breathe in deep through the nose. Sigh out the mouth. Last one. Big inhale. The biggest inhale of your day. Breathe in. And exhale, release. Bringing your hands to heart center in prayer, Anjali Mudra. Setting an intention for your practice today. Inhale, breathe that intention in deep. And exhale, sigh out the mouth as you gently flutter open your eyes. And just gently come back to your space. Maybe let the light pour in. On an inhale, sweep your prayer up to the sky. Lengthen through the side bodies, lift through the fingertips. And exhale, take an easy twist over to the right. Right hand behind you, left hand in front of you. On an inhale, lengthen through the spine, broaden through the collarbones. Exhale to soften the belly, twist a little deeper. Maybe your gaze floats over that right shoulder. Inhale, sweep your arms back up to the sky and twist back to center. And exhale, taking that easy twist up and over to the left. Inhale, sending breath through the body. And exhale, soften and twist, unhinge the jaw, release the muscles of the face. Inhale, coming back up through center, breathe in. And exhale, just take an easy forward fold over your seat. So maybe the palms or the forearms come to the earth. Actively pressing into whatever point of your body touches down to the floor in front of you. So again, maybe the palms or the forearms, or maybe just the finger pads. Using that pressure to gently guide your hips back, a slight tuck of the pelvis and lengthen through the tailbone, and the head can float down and hang heavy. Shake it no, shake it yes. Maybe begin to invite in a gentle sway of the torso from side to side, just noticing how the weight distribution shifts the sensations here.
Take one more inhale, sending breath into the back body. And exhale as you round yourself back up to sit, sliding the hands in towards the body, stacking vertebrae by vertebrae as the last thing to come up. All right. So lengthening your legs out long, coming into a straddle stretch. On an inhale, sweep your arms up. And exhale to fold again. The hands, maybe the forearms come down to the earth. Being soft and gentle with yourself here. It's our first intense stretch of class. Flexing the feet, keep a gentle bend in the knees, and same type of an action here. Lengthen your tailbone to the back of the room as you walk your torso forward. Taking a few breaths here. Inhale deeply, send breath through the extended hamstrings. And exhale to soften, release, and fold. Big breath in. Complete breath out, maybe deepening the stretch just a bit. One more deep inhale. And exhale to round back up to sit once more. From here, you're going to bring your left foot in towards your body. So almost like you're coming back to a seated position. But then swipe your right foot behind you. So you're in a Z-like shape with your legs. Begin to twist it towards the left, walking your hands to the outside of your left thigh. You'll begin to feel this stretch already here in the outer hips. But if you want to move one step further, you can begin to lower yourself down towards the left side of your mat, feeling the stretch in the outer hips as well as the low back on the right side. And same thing here, you can let your head go, give it a rock from side to side, releasing any tension in the shoulders. Maybe flutter out your lips and release the tension in the face. One more deep inhale, breathe in. Then exhale, walking your hands back towards your body, gently coming back up to sit. Swiping that right leg in front of the left as the left leg moves behind you, coming into your Z shape on this side. And getting grounded first in your seat. And then same thing here, just crawling your fingertips over to the right side. Finding a natural rotation of the spine. So it's a hip opener, a twist, as well as a low back. Stretch if you walk your hands forward and begin to lower down. Maybe pressing into bringing your awareness to the outer edge of the right foot and the inner edge of the left foot to anchor you in this shape and provide a bit of a grounded sensation. Breathing here, soften where you can. Inhale. Exhale, release. One more inhale. And on an exhale, round back up. Walk your hands in towards your body. And this time you're going to swipe at your left foot around so the sole of the left foot comes to the sole of the right foot. We're in a butterfly stretch. Two options in our butterfly stretch. So the heels can come towards the body for more of a hip flexor type of a stretch, or the heels move away from the body, creating more like a diamond with the legs for an outer hip stretch. Wherever you are, grabbing onto the shins or maybe the ankles. Inhale to lengthen the spine, open the heart, shoulders back and down. And exhale to lengthen and fold. Breathing into the back body, into the hip space. Inhale. Exhale, fold and melt just a little deeper. Inhale. Exhale, release. One more deep inhale. And exhale, begin to crawl your hands back towards your body. And come back up to sit. From here, you're going to gently sweep your legs around you. Come up and onto all fours. An option to move that pillow off to the side or keep the pillow or maybe bring the blanket underneath your knees for a bit of added support and cushion as we arrive into a tabletop shape. So ensuring that the knees track right under the hips, the wrists are under the shoulders, spreading all 10 fingers wide, pressing through the palms and the tops of the feet. Begin to lengthen the spine by moving through that action of dragging the tailbone towards the back of the mat, just like we've been doing all class. And then lengthen the crown of the head forward. Lift the low belly in and up, drawing belly button towards spine. On an inhale, arch the spine, drop the belly, lift the gaze, spread through the sit bones and the chest. And exhale around the spine, tuck the pelvis, release the head, press through the arms. Inhale to arch, coming into cow. Exhale to round, arriving into cat. One more, inhale to arch. Exhale to round. Coming back to a neutral spine. Slide your knees out to the outer edges of the mat. Big toes come to touch. And begin to move into your child's pose. Dropping the weight of the hips towards the heels. Lengthening your arms out in front of you. And releasing the forearms, the heart space, and the forehead towards the earth. They do not have to touch. And if you have that pillow or additional prop nearby, you may want to bring it in front of you. And release the forehead onto the prop. And taking a few breaths here. Inhale to ignite the body with breath. Exhale to soften, melt, and release. 2 more breaths on your own. And then gently begin to come back up to all fours. And walk your knees off of your prop if you have them. From here, you're going to take your blanket, and if it's not already in a long, almost like a surfboard shape, go ahead and fold it to mirror this shape. Once you have your surfboard, so a long rectangle, you're going to place the blanket on top of the pillow. From here, and you're going to place this stack in the middle of your mat, and then scooch your body in front of the stack props. You can first come into a cross-legged position, and then placing the feet on the ground. Place the arms beside the hips or outside of the props, and then begin to just lift your hips up and onto the props so the sacrum is right in the middle of the stack. I'm just going to scooch forward so I'm a little bit better in view. And then use your hands as brakes as you begin to round down onto the earth. So we've arrived in a bit of a restorative bridge pose. Just a little bit of an easier, more accessible way to come down. We're not super warmed up here, so instead of lifting the hips and sliding the props underneath, we're just going the opposite way. Once you arrive, a few hand options here. You can place the palms on the low belly. Maybe lengthen the arms out wide to a T. You can cactus the arms by bending the elbows. Or if it's comfortable, you can lift the arms up and in back of you, coming into a bit of a full body stretch from the waist up. And you don't have to stick with one arm variation. You can adjust and change throughout our floor series here. Ensuring that your feet are hip width distance apart. And then just begin to release the hips into the props, the shoulders, the back of the head, the soles of the feet, into the earth beneath you, feeling the support of Mother Earth rise up to hold you in this shape. Always an option to close your eyes here, to really turn in, dive in, connect with the sensations and vibrations that are moving through you in this posture. Every inhale, sending breath through the body, maybe directing it into the hip space. And every exhale, just soften one more space in your physical shape. One more space in the mind. One more space in the heart. Just let go. And if it's softer of a practice, the progress comes with stillness, with being able to truly let go, to give yourself permission to rest, for the muscles to melt away from the bones and restore. A few more breaths in a restorative bridge posture. Last breath here. And beginning to gently lift the feet, bring the knees in towards the chest, and then lengthen the legs up to the sky, coming into a waterfall shape. Same thing here, close the eyes. Feel the low back and the hips really begin to melt into the props with the guidance or support of the weight of the legs above the hips. And as we stay here for a bit, finding stillness, connecting with the breath, maybe moving into the seat of the observer, just recognizing your experience in this pose. Your legs may get a little tingly as we're reversing the blood flow through this really accessible, gentle inversion. Reversing the blood flow to help cleanse and detoxify the body, to aid the digestion system, to encourage a new perspective to come in to the mind and a revitalizing energy to wash through the heart space. Breathing deep. About 3 more breaths here. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Let go. Inhale deeply. Exhale as you release your weight into the mat, into the props. 1 more inhale. And on an exhale, bend the knees. Bring the knees back into the chest. And this time, go ahead and wrap your shins with your palms. From here, you're going to lengthen the left leg out long as you hug the right knee into the chest. And maybe the heel finds its way to the earth, or maybe the leg just kind of floats there. Feeling the stretch through the left hip flexor and psoas. And the right hip, outer hip joint. And creating a bit of a compression in the hip flexor on the right side and a lengthening on the left. And from here, inviting in any movement that feels good. Maybe gently rocking that right knee from side to side, creating circles in one direction or the other. And you can roll out that right ankle. And maybe even send the right leg up to the sky, stretching the back of the hamstring. And then rebending the knee, coming back to the original shape. And taking 1 more breath here. And on an exhale, begin to switch. So first, bring the left knee up towards the body. Grab onto the shin with the palms, and then lengthen that right leg out long. Breathing here. Allowing this pose to work its way through you. And same thing, invite any gentle movement, rock from side to side. Circle out the knee, the ankle, maybe lengthen the leg. A few more breaths here. And taking 1 more deep inhale. And this time, exhale, lengthen the left leg out to meet the right. And if your arms are able to go up and over the head comfortably, stretch them out for a nice supported, hip elevated, full body stretch. Stretch through the soles of the feet, reach through the fingertips, send breath through the front body, breathe in. And exhale, release. 2 more like that, inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Last one. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bringing the right knee into the chest. And the left knee into the chest. Coming into a happy baby. So grabbing the outsides of the feet. Pressing the soles of the feet into the palms into the feet. Guiding the knees towards the armpits. Opening up the hips. You may rock back off of your props a bit, sliding off of the stack, and that is totally fine. Embrace any adjustments, making this pose playful. Maybe kicking one leg up, straightening through the leg, and then the other, extending the foot towards the sky. Maybe lengthening both legs out, coming into a straddle stretch. And then placing both soles of the feet together, coming into a butterfly stretch on the back. So almost mirroring the two stretches that we started with. And then coming back to your happy baby. Coming back to knees into chest, curl into a tiny little ball. And then gently roll over onto the right side into a fetal position. You may roll off of your stacked props. And taking a moment here just to pause, and to reflect on your practice, to embrace all of the benefits of this hip opening, restorative type of a flow. And gently pressing yourself back up to an easy seat. You can come off of the props or maybe lift your hips back on into the props to end how we started. And placing the hands at heart center, eyes closed. And taking a final moment to honor your practice and everything it provides. To honor the intention that you brought with you to class. To so deeply honor yourself for showing up to your mat, for moving, breathing, and being exactly as you are. Bringing your prayer up to your third eye, so placing the backs of the thumbs to the forehead, honoring your intuition. Sliding the palms down so they're in front of the mouth, and maybe allowing the backs of the thumbs to come to the lips. Honoring your truth. Sliding the prayer back down in front of the heart space. Maybe the backs of the thumbs find their way to the heartbeat. Honoring the abundance of love you have in your heart. And taking these last few breaths in silence, a brief meditation to end. Taking a deep inhale, breathe in. And exhale as you bow your head towards your hands. Namaste. The light, the love, the teacher within me bows to and honors the light, the love, the teacher within all of you. Thank you so much for joining practice, and hope to see you soon.